Hello ladies and gents, and welcome back to some more Borderlands 2. I know it's been a little while since I made any Borderlands 2 content at all, and that's really just been because there hasn't really been anything else going on in the Borderlands 2 community, I guess you could say. It's just been the same old game. I think I did actually make a few videos when the Digistruct Peak DLC came out. I think I did the OP8 run through with my Gunzerker, which was kind of easy actually, surprisingly easy. The Gunzerker is pretty much like the best character in the game, I want to say, with the exception of with the Necromancer with the 600 stacks of Anarchy. I don't know, there's some major scaling issues in this game at the moment. When things went up to OP8, it just became like, I don't know, it's not really like super difficult, but some things don't really make sense. For instance, at OP8, the only character in the game that I can't, with the exception of Bloodsplosion, that I can't solo a single raid boss in the game with is Krieg, and I haven't played Krieg too much. If you watch some of my videos, obviously I've played Borderlands 2 since it came out, and I've killed lots and lots of raid bosses at OP8, at 61, at True Vault Hunter modes, Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, whatever it may be. I've always been able to like solo the raid bosses with like every single character. But with Krieg, I use like a Hellborn build, with the exception of Bloodsplosion, which is obviously a little bit cheaty. But with the exception of Bloodsplosion, I can't kill a single raid boss, which is absolutely retarded. It's just like major scaling issues, and Krieg just doesn't really do enough damage, which is really stupid, really stupid. But on the other hand, Krieg is like by far the best character in the game for working through like little areas like this where there's lots of like fleshy enemies. Obviously I'm using like a Hellborn tree with the crossover into Bloodsplosion as well. So if you use a Quasar grenade, you can get a nice little like Bloodsplosion change, just like that one there. You can deal with like all these fleshy enemies really quickly with the torch build as well. Obviously you do extra fire damage, which is really good. This run, by the way, could have been much quicker, but I think I get like probably more than 10 of those ironclad dudes, which really slows down the run. But I don't know, it was a good run. It's a lot of fun as well. Sorry if it's a little bit framey, and sorry if you've got like epilepsy, because obviously there's lots of flashing and stuff like that. There's lots of like elemental damage and all that sort of good stuff. And the reason why it's framey is because this game runs like shit on the PS3, which is kind of annoying, because when I watch people play this on the PC and it's running like really smoothly, or the boss fights run really smoothly, and then I get on my PS3 and I have like frame rate issues where like one thing will happen, it will happen in between frames, and then I come back, well, then the next frame comes back and something's happened, and then you're dead. Kind of annoying, really annoying actually. But if they make like a Borderlands 3 or something, and that comes out on next gen, then I'll be getting that, and hopefully there'll be less frame rate issues. But as it stands, this game is kind of shitty on console. Especially the PS3. I don't know if it's like shitty on the Xbox at all. It's probably not. I think the Xbox actually runs games quite a bit better than the PS3, I want to say. I think the PS3 is a little bit older in terms of like hardware, but I don't know. I'm not really too sure. But anyway, yes, I wanted to talk about a few things today. I didn't just want to talk about Hellborn Krieg, even though he is totally awesome. But yeah, I wanted to talk about a few things today. So obviously there's new DLC coming out tomorrow. TK Baha's Bloody Harvest. From what I understand, it's like a headhunter pack, and I think basically the whole idea is you get one sort of main gauntlet, or like one sort of main sort of level. You work your way through that. I think there's like a quest where you might get like rewards or something. I don't know if there's any new weapons or anything like that. I highly doubt it at this stage of the game. But there is going to be like one item which is new, and that's going to be the head. Obviously, it's a headhunter pack, and I think my bet is it's going to be like a pumpkin head, because it's obviously like Halloween themed. I bet it's just going to be like a pumpkin that you can wear on your head. Pretty cliche, but that's probably what it's going to be. Just going to put that out there. But yeah, it's also going to include like a raid boss as well. I think it's going to be like some dude who's got like he's called like Pumpkin Man or something like that. It's not going to be like a proper raid boss, nothing like Veracidus or anything like that. He's just going to be some sort of like, I don't know, it's probably going to be like the equivalent of like the Handsome Sorcerer or something like that. I think it's got like stages, but I don't know how difficult those sort of stages are going to be, and you should be able to do it with every single character, and you should be able to solo it as well, so that should be a lot of fun. But the other thing I want to talk about, and this is probably the main thing that's sort of been on my mind regarding this game, the community challenge, the loot hunt. Obviously I'm not partaking in it because there's no real sort of incentive for anyone outside the US to really do it, I want to say. Well, there could be, but I'll get around to talking about that in just a second. So if you're in the US, of course you can pay to enter like a sort of a lottery sort of style loot hunt thing, whereas I think if you kill like the enemy, it enters you into like the daily enemy, I think it is. I think it changes every single day. You get entered into like a daily draw online somehow, and then they can determine who the winner is through your shift or something like that. I'm not really too sure. I didn't really look into it because, of course, as soon as I saw it wasn't eligible for anyone outside the US, I just sort of clicked off it straight away. But I don't know. I think that's the main idea. I don't know if there's like a gearbox in Europe or like a gearbox in Asia for like Australian guys where they could have like done a draw or something like that as well. I don't know. Kind of annoying. Kind of pissed off that they didn't really include any Europeans or like Australians or New Zealanders, because I'm sure like millions and millions of copies were bought in Europe, and the same goes for like Australia and New Zealand as well. But I think the main thing what they tried to like try and include people outside the US is they made weapons available to drop from like random enemies across the loot hunt. So I don't know if that makes any sense. Probably didn't make any sense at all. So every single day they're making like a different weapon drop from like a specific target, and then like that weapon's got like some sort of upgrade or something like that. Which is not really any use to me because I use gibbed, so I can just give myself any of the weapons that I need anyway. And from what I've seen so far, all of the weapons, they've been like really, really shitty. I think probably the best weapon that I don't know, I don't think any of the weapons have really been good. Maybe the Varuk, maybe you might like a Varuk, but I mean, as a whole, I can't really see myself using a Varuk on anything, so I don't know, kind of redundant. And I think the end of week challenge like target was like a creamer, and then they didn't even upgrade it, so again that was kind of redundant to me. So I don't know, it would have been nice if they could have included people from outside the US, and I think it would have been nice if they actually they made the weapons like a little bit better, because of course like if you live outside the US there's absolutely zero incentive to do it. So I don't know, just speaking from someone obviously who's from the EU, it's just kind of annoying because I don't know, I kind of wanted to be involved with it, but there's not really anything going on for me to be involved with. But hopefully the DLC is good, and yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was a pretty cool run on Bloodshot Stronghold, obviously with Hellborn Krieg. Kind of random video, but I just wanted to talk about a few things. I might make some videos when TK Baha's Bloody Harvest comes out. Here's the skill build and the weapons that I used. As I said, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you for the next one. Peace out.